Hey everyone, it's Will, Gamer Dad, with another video for you. So I know I'm late to the party in battling these 4 Heavenly Kitties super boss battles for the cat battles. However, I finally finished the last one tonight, and so I decided to upload all 4 battles in one video in the hopes that if you haven't tackled them yet, that you at least gain some insight into how to defeat them more easily. So anyways, you can see the setup I'm going with for each of the battles, and I will show, obviously when we're loading up the battle screen, you will see the moveset I'm going with as well as the cats I do have. Of course, I recommend you bring all level 50 cats into the game, and not only that, but keep in mind that the more cats you've leveled up and the higher total power of your cats in terms of levels, the easier the battle gets. Your overall team damage, HP, and all that goes up as you get stronger. So I tackled the first 3 battles when I was around 2,500 cat levels total, and the final battle, which was the level 81, I battled it at close to 3,000 level. Then the maximum you can get, of course, is 100 times 50, which is 5,000 cat levels, in which case you get the final gold badge award as well as 50 chrono stones for your troubles. So make sure you do grind them out regardless of whether or not you want to take on these 4 cat battles, or just whenever you have a few moments of time. I think this would be equivalent to kind of doing the Lord of Mana grind, where if you have some time, you do a couple battles, or you do some power leveling, and then you can come back and tackle it another day. So you can see it's been almost a week for me, and I do apologize for the delay. But again, after all, Gamer Dad is also a working dad, and not only that, I've actually had a lot of other things in my life that has been taking me away from Eden. So luckily, this is one of the large updates in terms of grind, but not so large in terms of super content, such as, for example, Goddess of Time or things like that. So I do thank you guys for your patience, and I hope you do enjoy these videos that I am putting out for you. So other tips that you probably have already known when you are battling these is the first move. When you see the the intro screen to the bosses or to any mob battles for cat battle, you see the primary or the first color move that they go with, so you can set your team appropriately to counter that. Generally, I try to bring a mixed color, because although they say the primary color is 1, by battling through it, you can kind of see the moveset. And keep in mind, I did have multiple tries of most of these bosses, because frankly speaking, they are more strong than the average mob battles. Most of the mob battles reach up to like level 45 or level 46, and of course, if you want to battle the boss again, the whipped cream boss, it's level 55. Also, keep in mind that you should find that easier now that you have a whole team of level 50s, and the easiest way to kind of power level, in my opinion, is to go to the final battle of whipped cream and tackle it over and over and over again. So what you really need is one strong, cat in the middle, and then your general as well as the third cat can be like level 1 or whatever it is. And basically you're going to be spamming the kind of like the defense down move that you want to put in the middle that the cat boss, whipped cream, is weak to. And as long as you have a moveset for the general that includes exchange strikes, when the whipped cream boss has its 200% super attack, then you just make sure you time your exchange strikes at the same time as does that move, and it essentially will end the boss, especially if your level is over 2,000. So that is a perfect way of gaining over 10k experience for each of your 2 cats that you're bringing along with your level 50 character. So I've been doing that on the side while I've been grinding these battles out as well. So that's another reason why you do have to do all the mob fights, because remember, some of them do unlock special move sets that you want to carry around. And keep in mind that if you do beat whipped cream a second time, it also gives you an additional move set that you can find useful against whatever mobs, or even super bosses if you so choose to use them. In any case, you can see that using Valor trance is another thing that I found very useful during these battles. I would say they're just as important as the Valor trance we use during real battles for another Eden, in that if you don't use power down when the enemies are doing super attack or stronger attacks, then you're going to get hit for a lot more. Same with defense up. and power up for your own team as well. So, if you have a strong team and you are going against these super bosses, you can switch between your first 2 cats, because your third cat generally only carries the 5 or 4 or 3 special moves that you want to go with. Then you can alternate and keep on getting VCs over and over and over again. And in terms of using your cat AF bar, make sure you try to stack either a power up on your side and or multiple defense downs on their side. That way you can do as much damage with the AF attack as you can. Alright, so same thing. We're going to just do our VCs to start the battle. Now note that I didn't know this earlier on, but you can actually press on the moves that are highlighted on the left when you're going against the boss to see what kind of moves are coming up. That way you can plan ahead, especially if you know that, for example, you want to use your exchange strikes in a certain way, or for example, obstruct is another perfect move that helps counter some of the enemy's most powerful moves. Remember, it makes you immune to one of its effects for that turn. So for example, if they're trying to apply a power down or some defense down, you can challenge them on that, especially if your speed's higher than the other speed. So if you need a speed boost, of course, you can use a Valor chant of speed, but generally if you use obstruct at the same time as theirs, especially if your cat levels are higher, you should go have the initiative and go first. Now you can see that this particular boss battle was one of the tougher ones for me anyways. The main reason I found the level 80 battle actually harder than the level 90 battle is, again, using exchange strikes. You can see with the previous battle at level 90, you essentially hit them with one super hit that they attacked you with while shielding yourself from the damage. So you can wipe out a large portion of their HP bar that way. In the case of this one, it's got multiple buffs on itself for defense plus 50%, which makes it really annoying. And it actually has it attack down, power down on your team minus 40%, which also really cripples your team. So you really have to find the right window to either use your AF, for example, or do even attacks in general. And of course, I don't need to say this by now, but make sure you are matching your colors against their colors and making sure you have the advantage. There are some times that I don't match it just because I need the specific VC in terms of power down, and that, in my opinion, is better to reduce some damage than to increase the damage on your side. So if you do find that you have to do a resist move, don't worry about it, especially if you are doing a power down. Now you can see I have this AF bar and I'm still holding onto it because you can see that they have that shield up, and even if I do it, it's not as strong as it should be. In this case, I'm actually quite desperate in the fact that we're having a really close battle, so I just used it here. But normally if a shield is up, I try not to use the VC. That being said, we are very close, and by alternating additional VCs with, especially you see mine is attack down, really helps mitigate a lot of the damage. And mind you, with their shield up, it's now that the shield is gone, we can do a lot more damage, and using the next VC, we are able to end this particular battle and finally get the last reward. Thanks for watching! We'll see you next time.